right, time for another one here. Cranking it out. So happy holidays, everybody. So this one's going to be more from the big old sign we're doing. So I was able to get the top crowns knocked out. So we've got crowns east and west. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on the west side. As usual, I kind of just started on the west side, so it's the more organic of the two. And then I just go ahead and flip it and do a horizontal mirror to do the east side. So I'm not even going to pull it up here, because the whole idea is I'm going to hit some hot spots. I'm just going to hit the high spots on this, because you theoretically, the way this is going is, you've already got the north vert done. I saw you guys on Friday getting through the rocks already. And then the way it's going to probably happen is you guys will do the main verts. Now, the way I see it is this guy here was already kind of a bit of a challenge. These guys are going to be a little more straightforward, but I think these are going to be the big boss. The main verts has got a lot going on, a lot of parts. They're going to take up a lot of room. So once you get your eye in with the rocks and these main verts, then this is a little combination of both, but a little easier because there's a lot less of everything, and it's not quite as big as this, and it's, and it doesn't have quite as many, whatever. It's got all this going on. So, it's not that you're going to be coasting to a stop, but I think the Crown Wests. So once you get through these, you're going to have your eye in. You're going to be dialed in really good. You'll have your dope on your scope with that. So I'm just going to hit the high spots on that. We're going to do the lay of the land. So let's get after it. So again, Crown West, Crown East is just mirrored. So again, I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but we'll just go through it. So I did the verts because again, there's so many pieces. So you've got your verts for Crown West, and then those are all your horizontal pieces. You're going to have the perf frames, which again you'll learn with the main verts. You got your jiggies, just 2 sets, and you got your skins, front and backs, and then you got these little top skins for the lift point covers, similar to what you got for the north there. And then a whole bunch of 1/4 inch. You'll see. I'll show you what's up with that. And then just some little interstitial, little 1/4 inch pieces. So again, see, we're already done with that. So there's not a whole lot. So first and foremost, like right here, when you got the cut list, just make sure that you only do this once. So I went ahead and put this list on both of them, on both. But just do one list, and that'll give you both, all the parts you need for both. So it's going to be more of the same. Like I said, the rock, you can see where the lift system and all that is going to be the rock duplicated. So you'll have those little pieces that 193 into the frames, similar to rock. And then you also will have these guys, but except they'll just be flipped over and they'll be poking out the bottom. And yes, I did put them on the correct side this time, so you guys don't have to do all that work. And then you're going to have one big old bad boy that's going to go through the back side. That is going to be where the vert north actually attaches to. So you're good there. Another thing is that the jigs on the right side are 09, but because the steel mounting pole is so crunched up that you lose the jigs. So the difference would be that the jigs become 1/4 inch. So they're all kind of incorporated as one for the left-hand side for the Dutchie there. So it looks like a little coffee maker or something, coffee cup. So yeah, and you can see where that incorporates all in one. So turn up your heat on that when you're doing your jiggy work. Turn up the heat on this one so you can get that really burnt and connected to the actual 09 part. You can see here where from the main verts, I went ahead and borrowed these little guys here. So you'll have already dealt with these, so you'll kind of recognize that. I just wanted to stitch the crossbars into the framing so that we got some nice strong structure depending on how it's being lifted. Speaking of lift, I already contacted, so I hit you up about that 1/4 inch 2x2 by 1/4. So because the actual structural bar is so far, buried into the sign, that I knew that lift straps this far in is, so if this thing was laying sideways, horizontal like a table, then the amount of strain to lift it on the 09 would kind of suck. So I went ahead and just lifted that up, and I made a dedicated crossbar. So that's going to be your 2x2 by 1/4 across there. And then having a single 1/4 would have been fine, I think. But so I went ahead and added 2 more lift points on C and F. So warm up the 3/16 rivets like you've been doing. It's just a little single strip. So you're just going to put that on the back side of F, and you're going to put that on the back side of C, and then burn it to the lift. So that way we have a nice solid, even 3 points of 1/4 inch to pull the whole weight of this thing with the letters and everything. And then that's the lifting points there. So you have your 2 holes like that, just like the vertical north that you guys did, and you'll have a couple of caps. So, and then more of the same perf frame, almost identical, just different sizes, and it does make a little 45 there. So there you go. There's your pieces. So again, you'll have already gone to school on that on the main vert. So you'll just continue that around, and we're good to go. And then you've got your skins front and back. You have little back pieces along there. I just wanted to give a little structure and stuff, but you're just going to lords those to the back. You got the front ones, good to go. And I have all the jigs are labeled because some of the jigs have modifications for various when the letters hit. So some of them have like little holes in them and stuff. So make sure you follow along and make sure because I have the verts here. I have the A, the B, C, D. So just follow those along. And then I have everything all labeled, and I have everything, face forward. So, and then I do have these notched. C and F, or D here is notched for those 1/4 inch plates. You'll see that right there, slight modification. So that way that fits in there well. So, and then, everything's kind of the same as rocks, got there and there. And then these little guys, these are little additional guys. So on the verts, you'll have put those ones in with the nuts would be welded to this one. And then this will have the same kind of deal where this will attach to the 2x4 along the bottom there, except these guys make sure they face forward. So this is how they notch way over here. So they notch towards the face and they just grab 2 sides. So you'll burn that. And then I have this sort of kind of offset like this, because in order to get in there, use your imagination there, I tried to push the skin over as much as possible. So to reach your hand in there as an installer, to reach in there and get your 1/2 inch bolt to slide it through will be a little bit challenging. So that's why I kind of opened those up like that. So hopefully there's going to be enough cavity to kind of come in and then reach in and then access those bolt holes with that kind of recessed. So, but that will then create a connection point. Once they put the vert, like I said, they'll put vert on first, and then they'll plunk the crown, and then theoretically that'll make a connection point to really suck those up. Also, there are the 0.22 rovels for number 10 screws that will attach to the top. So this is the top of the main vertical west. You can see there, and then that's going to be the matching. So it'll kind of seam up there. But otherwise, it's going to be a lot of assembling, skewering, and just putting it all together. So again, I don't see anything else that's going to be too tricky for you guys, especially once you've done the rock and once you've done the main vert. Then you've already basically done this guy, and it's a lot less. So, and then we will be coasting to a stop, because then all we got left are these trim boxes, and these trim boxes are a heck of a lot easier. I mean, there's not even any jiggies. It's going to be all internal jiggies. These are just going to be basically trim pieces. Still some work, still hard graft, but it'll be nothing compared to all this. So we are sort of coasting to a stop here. So good hustle as always. Stick taps all around, firm handshakes. You guys are doing awesome. So we're really, really making it happen. So we'll get those trim boxes to you this week, and hopefully we'll slay this monster. But otherwise, let's check it out. I think that's it. So I got those. Oh, I got a little 45s there to little 90 pieces, since we only have one through here. That way you can tack there, but I just want that extra strength right there. So you can just center those up and burn them. That'll just, help you make a 90. So that way this is nice and strong for the lifting of this thing, and spending its life. Nice and happy. A little bit over engineered, but I rather sleep tight at night with the 70 mile an hour winds we're seeing and all that. So we'll know that this thing ain't going anywhere. So, all right. But I think that should do it. Like I said, everything's the east is just mirrored. One note is I know Jose doesn't really watch these, but still hurts my feelings. But really, it would be nice if you could route crown west first, because this is the organic. Like I said, this is the organic PDF to work from. The other one I just mirrored, and because we're kind of winding to a stop and I got so much other stuff to do, I didn't really invest a lot of time, switching all the reference kisses. And I mean, I kind of did on the parts that matter, but really I would work from the west and get the west done. And then that way you can just understand that when you're reading the other PDF, it might not be completely dialed in. Like I didn't go through all this and flip it and all that. So time is of the essence, just trying to get through this. So if you can, get Crown West routed first, because I sent them both. So just make sure we do that. And that way you guys, it'll be easier for you guys. So otherwise, I think that's it. So as usual, good luck. We're all counting on you. If you have any questions, hit me up. Check